Thanks everybody for being here. This is a Zcash Foundation community call here in the global Discord. Today's topic is the Zebra launcher, and we have Aria with us, one of the Zebra engineers from the foundation, who is going to show a demo and talk about a few things, and we'll leave some time here for questions as well towards the end. So I'll kick it over to Aria, and we'll get things rolling.
Hey everyone. So this is the Zebra Launcher demo slash community call. The inspiration for this project was it's just a lot easier to install it and to use it with a graphical interface. To get started, let's just download the release, and I'm on Windows here, so I'll download the Windows setup file. I already have it because I tested this a second ago, so I'll just open the one that I have. It does warn you, so you may need to say keep or report this file as safe, but just for the purposes of the demo, let's move on. So installing it, once you open the file, it'll just open a setup window. You can hit next and install. And then once it's installed, we can run it. And it will take a few seconds to start up, and it begins syncing. The only other thing you can currently do with this app is just set the configuration. So let's say we want checkpoint sync to be false. We can click edit, pick checkpoint sync false, save and apply, and it will restart Zebra. And when we come back here, it is restarted and syncing again. So that's about it for the demo. Things that we are planning to add is auto updating so that you can just get a dialog where you can say you want the latest updates. Prometheus metrics so that there's another tab here for just seeing graphs of all sorts of metrics that Zebra reports to Prometheus through Grafana. Progress bars, which are available in the command line interface with Zebra, but which we could also add here in a dashboard page, and a general UI revamp, because this is certainly not an ideal UI. Other things we were thinking of adding is bundling Lightwallet D. So currently, Lightwallet D has to be installed separately with Zebra, and you'll have to connect to the RPC port to use it, whether you're using the Zebra launcher or just using it through the command line interface. But we want to try and bundle Lightwallet D into this, as well as Prometheus and Grafana, so that you can just start Zebra with the launcher and immediately have access to Lightwallet D. There's a PR open in the Lightwallet D repository for removing or adding a no cache option, so that it won't take up any extra storage either, that we could use in Zebra launcher when that's added. And then there are a bunch of other ideas in the blog post for things that we could add. We're looking for community feedback, so if there's anything that the community wants added, please open an issue or post on the forum. And if you have any interest in the ideas that are currently proposed in the blog post, feel free to suggest that those be prioritized as well. There are a bunch of technical issues that we want to address probably quickly, like adding a lot of tests and refactoring the state management code. But those are relatively minor, and the stuff that we want to figure out how to prioritize, I think it's listed in the blog post as well as not low-hanging fruit, but will require some effort. So yeah, we're just looking for feedback there as well. And at this point, I think if anyone has any questions, I would be happy to answer those.
What's the best way if folks wanted to provide some feedback?
I think the ideal way to provide feedback would be to open a discussion on GitHub, or if you have a specific issue that you'd like fixed, to open an issue. But it would also be okay to post in the Zebra Discord in Zcash R&D, or to post on the forum. And if we see it, we will turn it into an issue or talk about it. I saw on the forum that someone, I believe Zero Darts, posted an image of a different validator node's UI, If anyone else has any ideas about what the UI should look like or wants to do some design work or give design feedback, I'd be very open to that. We are not designers, at least some of us aren't. Um, yeah.
Go ahead, Arya.
And Conrado asks, does it start automatically when booting? It does start automatically when booting, and it restarts when you update the configuration file and you save it with a short delay so that it has time to shut down.
Um, Maybe not like launcher specific, but I could have swore I remember like reading um like an update or to a PR about like adding mining support back in like natively, and I was just I wondered about that. Um, I just can't find it.
So
I'm pretty sure
currently
the
mining
update.
support, currently the internal mining support in Zebra works on regtest because regtest ignores, in Zebra at least, ignores the proof of work altogether. It only checks the target difficulty threshold. Uh, but on testnet, we are, I believe, still waiting on a PR in librust Zcash to merge so that Equihash supports just the Rust bindings with Equihash are working properly, are merged into a published crate that we can use, and we can publish Zebra with a dependency on that crate. Uh, for regtest, before we enable proof of work, we also need to make sure that the Equihash solver can solve Equihash problems with different parameters because the regtest parameters are slightly different. But I believe that's being worked on possibly in the same PR that is open in librust Zcash.
Okay, cool.
Looks like Peely asked, she was wondering if and how you can interact with the Zebra launcher node.
So Zebra Launcher, it, it starts Zebra D, and like all the other, it has all the other features that Zebra D has, including the RPC server. So currently, that is probably the only way to interact with it. There may also be an HTTP endpoint for tracing filters. I don't think it's compiled currently with the Prometheus feature, so it doesn't support metrics at the moment. And eventually, when it does support metrics, that'll be embedded in the UI, so there'll be no need to connect to that manually anyways. Uh, so yeah, currently mostly the RPC server. If anyone has any ideas for other external binaries that they would like to see bundled into Zebra Launcher besides Prometheus, Grafana, and Light Wallet D, please open an issue or a discussion about that as well. We'd be very interested to see what else we can integrate here.
All right, let's see what Squirrel said here. There's a project making a DEX which is compatible with Zcash. I don't know what the requirements are, but wondering if at some point Zebra could be used. And Squirrel shared a link to the Decred DEX. I don't know if somebody could touch on that, how that could potentially come about, or what that might look like, or what would be needed possibly for Zebra.
So there's currently a tracking issue opened by Merrick that just lists all the RPCs and features that Han posted on the forums as being needed by decentralized exchanges. I think that is going to be something that we'll be working on in the near future. So if this uses the same RPCs and features, hopefully Zebra will support this as well. And if not, we can look into what the requirements are and add support for it.
Great. Yogi has asked, does it run on a Docker or something like that, or along with the system?
So this is running natively. Thanks to some work that Conrado did in Zcash scripts, Zebra now works on Windows natively, and it's using the Windows compilation for the Zebra launcher on Windows. And it works natively on Linux and Mac OS as well. So no Docker or virtual machine needed.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Alfredo, audio isn't working. Question. I see the Zebra launcher logs similar to the logs that I will see in a terminal. Is there a way to put those logs into some sort of application grid or something like that?
Absolutely, there is. So originally, I wanted to create a dashboard as the homepage. There just wasn't enough time. Uh, this will be part of the UI revamp, I think, to put the logs as accessible both as their own page and also in like a little application window on the dashboard, if that's what you meant, Alfredo. Um, and again, if anyone has design ideas, we are very open to inspiration there.
Yeah, maybe we can put out a call for something like that or amend. I have to reread the blog post if we put out a call for that, but maybe once I have this recording ready, thanks to Vito, I can post in the forum and include that call to action possibly for help with the or ideas.
Another idea I had was to add a tab here for community. So we could embed Discord and the Zcash forum into this as well, so that you can remain updated on all things in the Zcash community from the Zebra launcher. So let us know if there's interest in that.
That sounds. Could you expand on that a little bit? That sounds cool.
Sure. So this is a web view, and we can just embed Discord into it, or use the Discord API to get data from Discord, and show updates on the forum as well, right in this UI on a different tab or in the dashboard. And then that way, users can just, once they've started up Zebra, look at any updates that they've missed from within the app instead of going to the website.
Cool. Let's see. We got a few folks typing again. We'll give it a second here. Minnie says Zebra is syncing smoothly here. 2 days. Very cool.
Just started a short while ago, and this is with checkpoint sync disabled. So it's trying to do, oh no, it's going up to the mandatory checkpoint height. So it's still using checkpointing, but yeah, it's at 135,000 blocks already in the past 15 minutes.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Squirrel messaged. I know it's very early days, but ZSA order matching could either be centralized or run on a separate network. Has the Zebra team thought about perhaps bundling order matching software along with Zebra?
So this might be something that we want to do in a different process, but we could definitely add that to the Zebra launcher, or possibly just add it directly to the Zebra validator node and not have it as a separate process. That's something we are thinking about.